Hey guys, so we're here, back again with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Mattel Creations exclusive Masters of the Universe Origins Nightstalker. Said this, of course, brought to us by the fine folks over at Mattel. And you should already know that, because I did say it was a Mattel Creations exclusive. And as of the time I'm recording this video, I do believe he is still available. Granted, I'm recording this about a week in advance before it goes up publicly on the channel, so if you wanted this guy, maybe you should have gone on it. But given the fact that Stridor, his cousin, his good guy cousin, his goody two-shoes cousin, went on clearance at Targets nationwide, maybe this guy will go on a bit of a discount later on. I don't know. All I know is when I want something, I pick it up. And if it goes on clearance, then I guess the joke's on me, but at least I got the thing and got my thoughts out before it was irrelevant. So, with that being said, it's time now that we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at all Nightstalker has to offer in terms of accessories. And if you're familiar with Stridor, then you know exactly what you're going to be getting here. It's just different colors, for the most part. So starting off, we do have the Stridor helmet. I prefer this helmet because on top of the fact that it makes him look more like a Terminator crossed with the last unicorn, it makes him different from Stridor. This is the helmet I have on Stridor. This is the helmet I'm going to use on Nightstalker. This makes him a little bit more unique. That said, we also get 3 blast effects. Which if I grab his rear cannon here, all you do is slide them over, and there you go. Kind of phallic looking, although I will tell you, these make me think of good old Freezy Pops from my schoolboy days, and I'd kill for one of those right now. Seriously, don't mess with me. I do not have the best day as the time I'm recording this. Said we also get some reins. We saw these with Stridor as well. The mouth is still a spring-loaded piece. I can get my thumb in there. Kind of hear that. So it's nice and easy to get these in there. Do have the little handles too, so they will wrap around the knuckle, and you can display him like that. That said, he also comes with a handy-dandy flight stand, though I will tell you, it's nice and tight. It feels pretty solid, despite the fact it's clear plastic. But this, in this here, not to get up close and personal with Stridor's business, or Nightstalker's business, but plugging this into his belly button, we'll say, is easy. Pulling it out, it's not easy at all, and I thought I was going to give myself arthritis or break this thing trying to take it out. So it's not going back in there ever again. I don't display Stridor on the flight stand. I don't plan to display Nightstalker on the flight stand, so it doesn't bother me. But just some food for thought there, so you don't break your toys. That said, we also get this kind of stable, these little, I don't know what you want to call that, Snake Mountain bits on it. Would have been cool if this was like all skulls or something. Of course, there's a slot there for the flight stand. Plug it in like this. And if we can get him just to kind of rest on that, I can show you how to plug it in. There you go. Let's raise his front legs. Raise the front legs like that. And you can do that. I'm not putting that down all the way. You can do that on yours if you want. It's free country, but there you go. That is all Nightstalker has to offer in terms of accessories, other than the 2 little guns here and here towards the front, because I already took the liberty of popping those in, and they stay in pretty solid, actually. They stay in a little better than what's his face, Stridor's. So as far as articulation goes, it's the same thing as Stridor, but it's been, I want to say, over a year since I looked at that figure. So we'll run this down quick. He's got the double ball peg in the head and in the neck, so you can get a little bit of range out of that. This kind of feels more like a hinge than a ball peg. And then the base of the neck, I believe, rotates. Yes, it does. So you give him some attitude. The guns, I think they just plug in. Yeah, they don't really go up or down. They just kind of stay in place. So you can't really do nothing there. The front legs, you already saw. They kick forward and back. You do have a hinge at the knee. Nice tight joints, unlike Battle Cat. First Battle Cat, that is. And then he's got a hinge in the hoofs in the front. And then these back legs, nice heavy duty ratchets. Same with the knees. And same with the feet. This one is, no, it's about the same. But if you wanted to, you can actually, I don't think I showed this in the Stridor video. You can actually get him into a Hi-Ho Silver kind of pose. Where he's on his hind legs. Very stable too. He's, you know, he wiggles a little bit back and forth, but these nice tight ratchets do allow him to stay up like that. And that's cool. I think that's really cool. So, you know, you can get your Jetsu or Skeletor, stick him in there, and you're ready to rock, man. That said, he does have a rotating turret on his butt. And then the tail, just like Stridor's, does rotate. Though, some more food for thought. This tail is a lot softer than the Stridor tail. It is a much gummier type of plastic, and I checked my Stridor before I filmed this, and yes, it is a gummier plastic. I don't know why that is. Maybe people broke the Stridor tail. I don't think you need to worry about breaking it, but if you want to turn it, do it towards the base. If you have to, maybe put a dab of soap or something in there to loosen it up if it's not turning, but it's fine on mine. It's just tight, so, you know, some food for thought there. Straightening him out. And then straighten out the front legs. A little bit more involved than a standard Origins, isn't it? There's Nightstalker in all of his glory. I think he's pretty cool. I like him a little more than the Stridor, but that's because he's evil. But as far as getting a figure inside of him, that sounded weird. We got Skeletor here. This is the Tupac Skeletor from the fan channel exclusive set with Screech, I think. And all you gotta do is love. No. All you gotta do is kind of shove him in there until he is in deep enough. And there you go. There is Skeletor inside Nightstalker. It's a little tough with the kind of monster feet he's got, but you can do it. I imagine Jitsu might be a little easier, so he will be the figure I will display in Nightstalker here, but my Jitsu is currently in my display, and I didn't want to make a mess trying to get him out, so we had old Bonehead here to help us out with the seating demonstration, we'll call it. That said, I will tell you the reins will stretch out the grip hands on these figures, so you might have to heat them up if you want them to hold their weapons again. Also, if you're going to put anyone in here, should be kind of obvious. You want to take off any belt pieces that kind of hang down like Skeletor's does, just so they don't get in the way. That's Strider in a nutshell, man. I mean, Nightstalker. Gee whiz. I did it twice in this video. Really cool. I think it's worth the price. You know, you get really cool packaging with this guy, too. It's not a window box, but it's got some really cool artwork on it. But before we wrap this thing up, why don't we bring in our two regulars, the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibulus and the infamous 11 Spawn, which seeing Spawn next to a horse makes me want a horse for that medieval Spawn really bad. Kind of like the vintage one with the freaking catapult and stuff. You know what I'm talking about, right? It had the drop-down lance, and then it had an axe and a morning star that hung off the back. That would be really cool, but I'm starting to think that new Spawn line's kind of dead at this point, so maybe I shouldn't get my hopes up. I mean, Todd Father doesn't seem like he's running the show lately. Seems like it's ran by some senile. So, with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and if you've been jonesing for a Nightstalker for your Masters of the Universe Origins collection, and were a fan of the Strider figure, such as myself, then this is a definite must-have, because god dang it, if Fisto gets his ride, then Jitsu should get his, right? That said, a bit of caution when messing around with good old Nightstalker, because again, the tail appears to be a little bit gummier than that of Strider's, and the flight stand is very tough to pull out of the base of Nightstalker's stomach area. Just a word of caution so you don't break your toys. I don't remember that being an issue with Strider's flight stand, but I haven't messed with that in some time. So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.